This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3 and verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Israel. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakurash. Alright, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. Right as I'm recording, man. Right as I'm recording, these race cars want to start fucking coming up all over here, man. Anyways, slack, yo. Anyways, slacky about that. But today's lesson is gonna be on this article I have up here. Okay, and there's actually multiple articles. With this whole Trump and Russia situation. Okay, because we all know that, Putin has stated several times how much he respects Trump. Okay, and how much he would be willing to negotiate with Trump. But here, Babylon is showing her horns. Okay, Babylon is showing her pridefulness. Okay. Okay. Babylon is showing her pridefulness in new ways, which is gonna ultimately, reveal herself unto these nations, into Babylon being, of course, this wicked place, aka America. Okay, so the article is entitled "Trump Threatens Russia with Sanctions, Tariffs if Putin Doesn't End Ukraine War." So this was published today at 11:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Salakia. Okay, and it says President Donald Trump threatened to impose high levels of sanctions on Russia and tariffs on imports from there if the country did not reach a settlement to end its war against Ukraine. Trump's warning, made in a social media post, called out Russian President Vladimir Putin by name. "Let's get this war, which never would have started if I was president, over with. We can do it the easy way or the hard way. And the easy way is always better," Trump wrote on Truth Social. Okay, so already showing you Trump and Babylon's pridefulness. Okay. Now, Salakia. Okay, real quick, I want to grab Isaiah 13 and 19. "And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when power overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, because Babylon the Great is also going to be overthrown. Okay, and Sodom and Gomorrah, there was a Sodom. Okay, there was a bunch of sodomy going on. Okay, and it was prideful. Okay, Sodom and Gomorrah was also prideful. Okay, and you got people with Pride Month. Okay, Pride Month is big here in Babylon the Great. All right. It says, verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But the wild beast of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and and satyrs shall dance there. So, pretty much describing Babylon the Great as being desolate, okay, as being a big ass desert. Okay, so pretty much, there's not going to be nothing going on in Babylon the Great. Okay, because it's going to be destroyed by them thermonuclear fires, and we know that Russia is going to be the front leader in making this happen. So already you can see cracks in the ship with Russia and the U.S. Okay, because Russia also is a pretty proud, Russia is also a pretty proud country, in that they're not gonna let themselves get stepped on. They're not gonna let themselves get talked about like this. Okay, it says, back to the article, President Donald Trump on Wednesday threatened to impose high levels of sanctions on Russia and tariffs on the import from there if the country did not reach a settlement to end its nearly 3-year-old war against Ukraine. It says, Trump's warning, made in a social media post on his third day as president, called out Russians President Vladimir Putin by name. If we don't make a deal, and soon, I have no other choice but to put high levels of taxes, tariffs, and sanctions on anything being sold by Russia to the United States and various other participating countries, Trump wrote on Truth Social. Now, this is not only going to be a tax on them. Okay, tariffs is going to make everything more expensive for the people of the United States. All right, because obviously they're going to be more expensive to bring over here. Okay, everybody, talking about, oh yeah, tariffs. They don't even know what tariffs do, man. Tariffs are going to make everything more expensive. Right? It's not going to bring down inflation. It's actually going to double it. It says, it's time to make a deal. No more lives should be lost. Trump had repeatedly said that he could end the war in Ukraine in one day if he was elected to a second non-consecutively term in the White House. The war began in February 2022 with an invasion by Russia. They're dying, Russians and Ukrainians. It says, I want them to stop dying, and I'll have that done in 24 hours. He said in May 2023. That did not happen on the heels of his inauguration Monday, but Trump's message to Russia on Wednesday revealed his intention to deploy economic weapons against the country similar to ones he has threatened against U.S. allies such as Mexico and Canada if those nations do not bend to his will. Right, so, U.S. allies such as Mexico and Canada, which Canada is just an extension of Babylon, to be honest. Really, Canada is also, you know, a home to a lot of Edomites. Okay, you go to Canada, there's nothing but Edomites over there. All right, so real quick, I want to grab this right here. It says, this is Joel 3:10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So these other weak nations, okay, or these so-called weak nations who are looked at as weak right now, they're gonna be awakened with the fury, okay, and they're gonna say, let the weak say I'm strong. They're not gonna let themselves get stomped on by Babylon anymore. Okay, the great horde that sitteth upon many waters. Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Okay, but ultimately they're gonna be assembling themselves, okay, and they're gonna assemble themselves to take down Babylon the Great, okay, because Babylon the Great has been nothing but pride, proudfulness, okay. So now I also want to grab the book of Nahum 3:5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts. Okay, that I am against thee, that thee is talking about Babylon. And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Meaning that America's secrets are going to be revealed. Okay, America's not going to be this great nation. Okay, Babylon the Great is not going to be this great nation. Okay, Babylon the Great is going to be looked at for what it is now. Okay, they're not gonna be able to just walk around with the chin up, and just rule everything with the iron fist. No, they're gonna be brought down, and the Lord is ultimately gonna do that. Okay, and back to the article, it says, I'm not looking to hurt Russia. I love the Russian people and always had a very good relationship with President Putin, and this despite the radical left Russia hoax, Trump wrote on Truth Social. We must never forget that Russia helped us win the Second World War, losing almost 60 million lives in the process. All of that being said, I'm going to do Russia, whose economy is failing, and President Putin a very big favor. Settle now and stop this ridiculous war, Trump wrote. It's only going to get worse. Trump's claim of Russians losing in World War II is markedly higher than expert estimates. It says the National World War II Museum in New Orleans said the total number of military and civilization losses in the Soviet Union during the World War was 24 million. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky in December said that 43,000 Ukrainian soldiers have been killed in action and an additional 370,000 have been wounded. Zelensky also said Ukraine estimates that 198,000 Russian soldiers have been killed and more than 5,500,000 wounded. The book of Jeremiah 50 and 29, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Okay, meaning all those nations who have missiles. Okay, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Okay, it says, recompense her according to her work, according to all that she had done unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord Yahweh Shai, against the Holy One of Israel. Right, so right, so these Babylon the Great has been proud against the Lord and against these nations. Okay, because they have been ruling with the iron fist, and they have been tender and delicate, but they will no longer be called tender and delicate. Okay, and I'm going to close out on this. Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Why is he called the virgin? Because it has never been touched. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt be no more called tender and delicate. Why won't it be called tender and delicate? Because it's going to be brought down. That's why it says sit in the dust. Okay, it's going to be on the floor, wounded, defeated, and eventually it's going to be killed. That's why in the beginning of the video I brought out that it was going to be as unto a big ass desert, because when the smoke settles and the fire eventually goes away, it's going to be nothing but black, it's going to be like a black desert. So that's pretty much it. Lord willing, just edifying. I just want to bring out this article real quick. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of the millstone. Peace, salutations unto the elect. Shalom.